Tonight on GameNight, a creeping evil has taken over the campus of our fair alma mater, Miskatonic University, and it's up to Deborah, Aaron, Nikki, and Lincoln to stop it, or the world will end in Arkham Horror Final Hour, a cooperative game from Fantasy Flight designed by Carlo A. Rossi for 1 to 4 investigators. So come along and watch us try to save the world in an hour or less, or your unspeakable doom is free.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Deborah.
Will you teach us Arkham Horror Final Hour?
I will. Let's see if our sanity can handle it. All right, Arkham Horror Final Hour is a hopefully quick and distilled version of the Arkham Horror experience. Our board game map here is of Miskatonic University, the classic central setting of a lot of Lovecraft stories and scenarios. And as in almost every other Arkham Horror game, we are going to cooperate as investigators to uncover and stop the unspeakable evil threatening our world. And we're going to do that by stopping a ritual which will take place at one of these locations.
Those cultists.
There's always...
Come on.
Yeah.
Get rid of the hoods, the cloaks. I mean, they got to change up their.
So we're going to go through the whole setup here on camera just to show everything. And the first thing we're going to do, with no information whatsoever, because none of us have played this, is pick investigators. You will get your character token and your deck of cards. We have no idea how these guys are different or what their abilities are or anything. So just go ahead and pick one that looks good to you. These are recurring characters from the Fantasy Flight Arkham Horror universe, and so some of them we know that, like, this guy's the gangster and he probably
seen her
is good at
before, too.
combat. Yeah, they're
like
all,
the
she's like one of the
one with the
standard ones.
money usually.
Kind of like the Tai
You like the
Chi.
martial artist?
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
cool.
Go for it.
Choose her.
We got the drifter with the dog. I think that's
And a
Ash
guitar,
Can
that's
Pete.
cool.
Ash Can Pete. I'll be Ash Can Pete.
All right, you can have a dog. I can't remember what his dog is named.
Don't
So
know.
shuffle your
Okay.
little personal deck there.
What is he? Oh,
He's the cop with
But
the
his
motorcycle.
motorcycle's called the old one.
It is?
Yeah, if you look on the cover, it says the old one on the gas can. So I think I'm going to take that guy.
Yeah, you should.
All right.
Nobody's
I'll
going to take the Tommy
I'll
gun.
take the classic
Tommy
two
gun
gun.
machine.
There you go.
All right, so there are 6 available investigators, and we are not using Rita Young, the athlete, and I think this is Michael McGlynn, the gangster.
Does it say on the card directly?
On the bottom of your
Oh,
cards, it tells you.
Tommy Muldoon.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Jenny Barnes.
Lily Chen.
Jenny Barnes. Is that?
Yeah, she's a classic.
So is that yours? You're taking
Yeah.
the socialite.
Oh, that's right. She's the rich socialite. That's right. You did her in our
Yeah,
last
I
one.
did.
All right.
It's always
So
good to have one of those.
you shuffle
got
up
the
this
money.
deck,
Yes.
and you don't need to do anything with it yet. The next thing we're going to do is put the monsters into the monster cup. You can use the game box for this. You can use an actual cup or bowl. We have these cool little Arkham tentacle
That Nikki
bags.
did the art for. They're from the BG
Nice.
store.
Hey, yes. I like that.
And that's where you will draw random monsters out of. I have left a few here for some example purposes in a moment, but you need some sort of opaque container to draw monsters out of. Now we're going to choose the ancient one. In the base game, we have 3. I'm going to have Deborah pick a number from
Oh my
1 to 3
goodness.
and
All
just
right.
randomly determine right now which card we have.
3.
All right. Shudemel, the apocalypse worm.
Well, okay.
Is he related to Melly Mel or Spice Mel B or whatever?
So
Oh, man.
They just
We
had
don't-
a reunion concert, I think.
Yeah.
I think I knew someone that flew to London.
Oh wow.
Wow.
we don't have Cthulhu or Umurdhoth. But those are the 3 in the basic game. I'm sure they'll add more with expansions eventually. Now this tells us it has its own little setup guide on the back. First, it has some special monsters, Chthonians, which will go into the they don't go into the monster cup. They go next to the board here, and it'll tell us when to place them. There are special monsters for the other guys that we will not use. There are 3 difficulties: easy, normal, and hard. The game recommends that new players start on easy. But we've played so many games in this mythos that we're going to crank it right up to normal difficulty
Oh, wow.
and follow the instructions here. All right. We place the ritual location on Fraternity Row, location 14. That is our key location for the game. There's a way for us to lose
It's one building.
and
It's
win
Fraternity
game.
Row, Sorority Row, just one building.
But it
It's a
makes
small
sense that a
campus.
ritual would
It is.
happen.
Yes.
It's
it
Yes.
does. They were
Yeah.
ritual.
Yeah.
We have, these are the gate tokens, and they're 3 separate icons on them, and this tells us where these gates go in this game. That's different, obviously.
Oh, and these are the gate
each
tokens?
one. Yes.
Neato.
Cool.
So we place this symbol on Elder Faith Sanctuary, this symbol on Administration, number 9, and this one on Dorothy Upman Hall.
Okay.
Then take one of those at random and set it aside out of the game. We need to not know which one is missing.
Okay.
So there's going to be 2 of one of those symbols and 3 of the other 2 to add on and make the gates more and more dangerous. But one is just randomly removed from the game.
That's the one that's removed.
Okay.
Okay.
Then make a stack of the rest of them if you would. We're going to, on normal difficulty, spawn one Chthonian, that's the special monster for this Elder one, at each gate location. And they just go in an empty space here. We'll come back to what those do. Spawn 2 monsters at each other location except the ritual location.
Whoa.
So just grab 2 and put
Okay.
them in each of the empty buildings that we haven't done so far, and not this ritual
They just
location.
go in the top.
Yep, it doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter which space they're
Since
in.
it's not a fraternity, but we're going to do it as a tie. It's
Nice. I like that. It's a well-dressed
Yes.
Doom of the Universe location. And that is the
Frat boys are cultists.
special setup for the Elder one.
They at least
The
pretend to be.
Oh,
Should we do it
sorry.
that way? I always just do it that way so they can be legible.
However you want. I
All right.
cannot.
Except not there, right? We don't do it at the ritual.
We don't do it.
Oh,
at the
Oh,
ritual
okay,
location.
sorry.
What is that? Holy cow.
Just some other scary thing.
A tentacle of some sort.
Do we
Yeah,
do
one
it
thing
in
is-
the quad area?
Oh no, it is a location. It has.
Okay.
I thought it was an empty space as well. All of our characters start at the ritual location. We never fill these square spaces, so you can just kind of surround there or go near the number or something like that. But that's where we start the game.
1,
And we
2.
prepared the gate stack.
Ashcan Pete.
I know. I don't see his dog's name yet.
I bet it's on part of the card. Some of the
I hope
cards.
so.
It's
2 at every location.
2 at every
Oh, it's
location
including-
except for these
Except for
special
those.
ones. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah. You
Yeah,
want to give me
you
a
can.
Okay.
The next thing I'm going to do is prepare the clues. This is essentially what we need to figure out to win the game. There are 5 symbols on these clues here. And as we progress in the game, we're going to collect cards with these symbols on them. But we don't know what the 2 we need to win the game are. We're going to try and figure it out by process of elimination what the 2 symbols that we need are. But this
Okay.
is how I'm going to set them up
I think
to
that's it.
determine what stops the
Here,
ritual
no,
is what it
not
is.
in any of those.
So everybody got that? These are the 5 symbols.
Okay.
2 of them are secretly going to be here.
Okay.
And one of the main jobs we have in the game is to find out what those symbols are, so we know which cards are going to win us the game at the end and which
Okay.
will not. So
So there'll be like a process of elimination.
exactly. This is now going to be a stack of clues, 8 of which will go here to eliminate some
Cool.
and tell us what is less likely or not at all going to be down here. And then these 3 are keys, which let you draw an item.
Okay,
But this
cool.
will be our clue stack here. The clues, the three of them that mean draw an item and 8 of them that mean they've been eliminated from the ritual possibility, go on each of these locations, the ones that don't
So we
already
must
have a gate.
visit.
So Deborah, just put those on the top ones there. So yes, we're gonna visit and uncover these clues here. And in a 4-player game, we each have 3 hearts of health for our characters. In a 2 or 3-player game, you would get more for each investigator. I'm going to start as the lead investigator. You can choose any player. It's not random or a special little, the last person to have been to Massachusetts.
So we
and
can
seen a
determine,
ghost.
yeah.
No, just for the beginning. It does rotate clockwise
Okay.
throughout the game, but you can just pick whoever's going to start, and I'm just going to start for simplicity.
I mean, we both have our jerseys. You have the.
Mine is more
home you have the home
the home
team
team.
one, and this is the away jersey. So
The last part of setup, basically, is we're all going to get 4 of these priority cards. But I'm not going to do that yet because I want to show you what they are during the
Okay.
explanation. So that's all of setup, basically. You have everything you need. Here's how a game turn will go. We start with the action phase, and starting with me, the lead player, I'm going to draw just the top card off of my deck. And I'm going to read it. We can actually do this simultaneously to save some time, so you can all draw one and read your card.
Right.
But the important thing is the cards have essentially mostly good actions for us at the top half of the card, and somewhat worse things on the bottom half of the card, which will trigger monsters and activate some bad things on the board. But the bottom half often usually also has an investigate action, which is how you will uncover these clues.
Sure.
The clever mechanic in this game is that we are every round going to activate the top half of 2 cards and the bottom half of 2 cards. And these priority cards are how we determine which cards are going to activate that way. So we're all going to have a hand of 4 priority cards. These are secret, but you can look at your own, of course, always. I'm going to draw a card. Let's say I look at this and I think, oh, the top half looks pretty good. I want to activate the top half of this card. Or something really bad happens on the bottom half that we don't need right now. And I am going to look at this card, put it face down in front of me, and then put one of my priority cards face up on it.
So we see where you're...
So you see how badly I sort of want that to happen. The priority cards are numbered 1 through 30.
Okay.
And then when Nikki looks at her card and does the same thing, let's say she puts the 30 on it.
She doesn't- last.
That's last, exactly. The first 2 cards will read the top half, and the second 2 cards will read the bottom half, and they go in numerical order.
Okay.
Based on the
card that we've assigned
Right.
face up to them.
Neat.
So now you've seen that me and Nikki have played a 9 and a 30,
Right.
and you know that probably I want the top half of this card. We're not allowed to discuss this at all. This is all
Wow.
silent communication, just based on the numbers that we play and how well we can guess what our card effect is going to be.
So the first 2 cards played are top, and the second,
Second
2
2
are
are
bottom.
and it's
So-
always in straight numerical order on the
So
card.
if I want my top half played, I want to go lower numbers. If I want my lower half played, I go higher numbers. Okay.
And
is it 1 through-
It's 1 through 30.
1 through 30.
The 30 is the highest.
So she
card.
wants her low.
In fact, she's guaranteed it.
Right,
Right.
pretty
Playing
much.
29 and 30, there's no way anyone's going to play less than
Right.
that. And if you play 1 or 2, your card is going to go first, and it's going to happen on the top.
So is the idea that possibly you want the top to go and the bottom ends up going because
it can, exactly, because Deborah didn't have the right number to play a higher one, or
And I don't know what yours
or
are.
she thinks hers is better, and she
Yeah.
plays a number 2 on it anyway, just to she plays a.
Lily is not a team
She
player.
plays a low number because maybe her card is like, no, I have to do this right away or else
Yeah.
something's bad's
Yeah,
gonna happen.
yeah.
So that's the activation order of the cards.
Okay.
As soon as you play a priority card, you will draw a 4th one. So you're always going to have a hand of 4. That's the first thing we do is we all play a card and put a priority card face up on it in clockwise order. So you'll see the other 3 numbers the first turn. You'll be the 4th player.
Okay.
Then we resolve the actions. We flip these over. Let's just say that Lincoln played a 4. He wants to go first. And so you might have played 10 thinking that the top half of your card was going to happen. But this turn it's not. We've got a 4 and a
Right.
9 happening first. So Lincoln would flip over his card. His is the lowest number. Read the top half of his card, and we would do those actions. Same with me in this situation. And then we would do the bottom half of yours and then the bottom half of Nikki's. We do the priority cards in numerical order.
Wow, you really could... It's terrible potential, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Or something...
it really just depends on
Yes.
Yeah.
how the other players
Wow.
second guess you and the numbers they have in their hands. Once we've done that, we will set our character cards aside, but these cards we save because they determine another thing. So we resolve all our actions on our cards. Then we discard all 4 of our cards here.
Okay.
You will see, or did you do it with yours, just for example's sake? Okay, well, in this case, these triangle pyramid-y things, these are called omen symbols, and they determine the next step of the game. A lot of the cards don't even have them, or not a lot, but they all have 0, 1, or 2
Oh,
on
I
these
see.
cards.
Okay.
Oh.
So we're also determining how bad the next phase of the game is going to be by these cards that we played.
Okay.
Because the next thing we do is the Ancient One phase, and we look at... we discarded cards with 5 omen symbols.
That sounds bad.
It is bad. There's a little table on the Ancient One card. If we had discarded 1 to 2 symbols, we would spawn one of his special creatures at a gate, and if we discarded 3 or 4, we would damage locations. But because we got to 5 or 6, it's called the Terror Below. The lead investigator loses a health,
Oh, boy.
then damage their location 1 time and spawn a Chthonian there. So the more of these symbols that you discard, the worse things that are going to happen.
So you might make choices based
You
on
might-
that as well
Exactly.
instead of your
yes.
number.
Because, again, you being the fourth
Yeah.
player in this first round, you saw these first cards, and you already see that there are 4 omen symbols
Right.
being played out there.
I might not
You
wanna
might
bump us to the
us
next
5.
level.
Exactly.
Okay.
These are, of course, all bad things. It's going to spawn monsters. It's going to damage locations.
Bad
it's
from
gonna,
whose
and it's
perspective?
going
Right,
bad
right,
from
right.
our perspective.
Shude is very exciting.
He was very excited.
Yeah.
He was very happy to see all those symbols. Yeah. Once we do that, that's the reckoning where we read what happens on his card based on these omen symbols. Then we always open a gate. We'll just flip over I'm sorry, we actually grow one of the gates. There's 3 gates in this game, and new ones don't open at other locations like the other games, sort of.
Okay.
It will just increase the essentially strength of one of these existing gates. So we'll just pile it on top of there. If I flip over this symbol, we place it there. It now has 2 tokens on it, and we spawn 2 new monsters there.
Oof.
If it has 3 tokens on it, you spawn 3 new monsters there. If a location, let's say something had already caused this location to be full, and we flip this over and it's supposed to spawn 2 new monsters there, they would immediately move to the next location.
And then is that what the arrows tell us?
And that's what the colors of the monster also tell
okay.
you. This blue monster would move here to the next blue
Right.
space, and if I drew a red one, it would move to the next red down here.
This game is winnable?
It seems
Yeah,
very
it's-
bad already, doesn't it? It seems
They're
full
really-
of horrible things.
Stacking it up.
So what about these here? You said that these special ones would spawn and they're already on the board.
They are already on the board because we're playing normal difficulty. If we
Right.
were on easy, they would be set aside for now. The good news, and it's very rare in Arkham games that something actually breaks in our favor, is if they're already all on the board when it says to spawn one, you just don't do anything.
So if it
Okay.
were taken off from some action of ours, it would
then
go back on.
it would come back on, yes. But if they are already there, we get a
So
small
we focus
break.
on the other ones first.
Well, I'm thinking that these are very
Worse,
dangerous.
yes.
I was
Yeah,
to say,
they're-
the
they're
bad
bad.
news is
Yeah.
they're there from the beginning
Yeah.
to do us harm.
And then
Fill up slots.
the end of the turn is we pass the lead investigator to the next
okay.
player and start the next turn. But we've skipped over the meat of the game is in the actions, which is how we will damage monsters and clear them and investigate the buildings to get new clues.
Nice.
And the bottom half of the cards will cause the monsters to move around and activate, which is also bad, or will have effects on the game anyway. So let's look at let's all flip over the card that we were exampling
Okay.
and just see what they do, and then I can explain the effects of it. Lincoln, you were first. Just read the top half of your card as if we had activated that.
Take the high ground. Move up to 3 times or attack monsters at your location for 3 strength, I guess, or
Three strength or three health. Yeah.
okay. Then repair your location 2 times.
Okay. So
My instructors at the academy would be proud.
It would be.
Got to read that stuff.
I love the flavor. Even the flavor text is boiled down to like a single sentence or a very, very small phrase. Mine's even half a phrase. So you can move up to 3 times. We, the characters, always move on these stone pathways. Sometimes the monsters will shortcut across a courtyard or so, but we can't use those red arrows. But on yours, you're going to move up to 3 times. You don't have to move at all. You're not forced to, but you might say want to move 1, 2, 3 over here and start attacking these monsters. And it said what? Attack up to 3?
And
Three.
or attack monsters at your location for 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in this case, this is a bad example of we start the game in the only location with no monsters. But if you were in a location with a monster,
Are these the damage that I would be repairing?
no, that's the damage to the buildings that you would be.
That's what I'm
repairing,
saying, because
yes.
it says then repair your location 2 times.
That's another thing that,
Yeah.
obviously this is not a great first card to draw.
Right.
Because we don't have any damage to
Right.
repair yet. But the monsters you can see mostly have 1 to 3. That's just the health damage you need to do to damage them. And combat in this game is as simple as the card said he damaged it 3 times. So he could just knock this guy out, or 3 1s or a 2 and a 1 or whatever.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's no die rolling, there's no combat skill. It's very simple. And let's say mine was the next one. So again, you don't have to move that full 3
Right.
spaces or whatever. And of course, and if let's say if you were at a space with a 3 strength monster, and your card said only do 1 or 2 damage to it, that does nothing in this game. The monster immediately heals back to full health. There's
Must
no
be full
lingering
attack.
damage
Doesn't
on him.
stack
Yeah,
or
it doesn't stack and carry over from turn to turn. You either kill it or you don't. That's all there is in this game. Mine is somewhat similar. I'm the socialite, and a little birdie told me something is my flavor text. Move up to 1 time, then attack monsters for up to 2 damage. Then choose another investigator. You and that investigator each draw a priority card and then discard 1. So it lets us tune our hand of cards a little bit.
Okay.
So those were the top half. So you see that usually it's moving around, repairing the damage that will go on these buildings, and fighting the monsters.
Cool.
So Deborah, read the bottom half of
I would
yours.
have although I think top half might be helpful to look at.
Okay. Oh, sure.
Because if I can move 2 times and attack monsters at my location for 2, I'm going to call it kapow. Because that's what it looks
Yeah,
I
like.
like it.
For 2
Okay.
kapow. But it says if I attack at least 1 head monster, like an intellect monster, I can attack for 3 kapow instead.
Ah, okay.
So I guess there's different types of monsters.
They have
Is
these
that psychic,
activation.
or
It's
it's
actually
like
just their activation symbols.
Okay.
Okay.
So that I would maybe want to use my 2 times movement to
get
get
to
to
one of those,
one
yeah.
of those
Right.
particular types if I can.
These are actually very simple terms. This is a killer monster. This is a runner monster, and this is a wrecker monster.
Okay.
Okay.
And since there really aren't that many game mechanics, you can actually probably already guess what they do. Killer monsters
Yes,
damage
Kill
you.
you.
Yeah.
Runner monsters move extra times, and wrecker monsters will place damage on the buildings.
Okay, well, that's good. So
Alright.
that's neat. So, but my
But
bottom
yeah, yours
one,
had a special.
yes, my
condition.
bottom was move up to 1 time, then investigate your location. So does that mean I would?
Yes, that's exactly what it means. It will either have a red symbol, which we'll put down here to sort of figure out what these are, or it will allow you to draw 1 item card.
Okay. And then, unfortunately, 2 monsters spawn at my location.
Okay. So
Poor Lily.
well, let's read Nikki's just for completeness, but that's
Right.
basically the bottom ones will let you do some things, and they do contain the investigation action, which we definitely want to do at some point.
So you have to sometimes go for the lower one just to get that just to get that token turned
Yes,
over.
yes.
But
Ah.
would
Alright.
there be strategy to like going someplace where there are no monsters, so that when 2 spawn, it's not as bad a hit or something?
I think there
Yeah.
would be, yeah.
Okay.
Additionally, what happens if a building becomes fully damaged?
It just means that there's no room for monsters
they
to
just
spawn
move
there,
to
so
the-
they'll just immediately move out too. Let's finish Nikki's.
Yeah.
Let's do Nikki's card. Then I'll tell you the 1 way we win and 3 ways we lose.
All
the
right.
game.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. So the second part is move up to 1 time, then investigate your location. Then a monster spawns at each gate.
At each gate. Okay. So very similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does seem like it's going to be sort of an overwhelming game with monsters everywhere, but we'll see
Yeah.
how that goes.
Well, there's no dice. I'm kind of bummed. I'm ready to roll.
Yeah, I know. Give me my pile of dice to chuck on the table. Okay. The 3 ways to lose this game are any one of our investigators goes down to 0 health. If
Oof.
one of us has all gray health, game over immediately. So if I have taken 2 damage somehow, we definitely want to start prioritizing actions that will heal people. That is something that we'll want to be aware of. And it's all on the cards here. The second way to win the game, lose the game, is if the ritual location is full of monsters and/or damage already,
Oh.
Oh no.
and we're supposed to place a monster there, or a monster moves there from any effect.
And
Oh,
it
no.
can't.
Instant
Okay.
Okay.
So that is our number 1 priority, to keep clear of monsters and
Right.
damage. It's,
So they're not going to spawn here, but they will move.
but they
here.
will move there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And
look at those
cause
arrows.
damage.
And
That's
or
bad
cause
already.
damage there. Yeah. Yeah. In
That's
fact,
bad.
these may be our first priorities. Is
Oh,
the
they won't be
that they
coming
feed.
this way,
It looks
right?
like they feed. And
These
luckily, these
guys
are
will
blue.
go.
They'll go here.
Oh, that's true. That is lucky.
But yeah, we don't want monsters to have a clear path to be running in there.
Right.
The third
Oh,
way
this,
we
but
lose.
this blue one. Oh no,
They
the
go that
direction's
way,
the other
yeah.
way.
It's only
it only
through
comes
here, which
from
is
the
good.
athletic facilities.
And it can
yeah.
only be red monsters.
Oh, and it can only be red. That's actually nice and handy. The blue ones will just circle a different path
Yeah.
and never go there.
That's good.
So if we ever get to that point,
But how does this happen? That because in another game,
in another
that
game,
won't
it wouldn't be
yeah.
the ritual location. Yeah. That's actually good to know. So really, the red ones are the dangerous
Yeah.
ones. The blue ones, if we had to, we could just let them run amok.
I'd say-
Collateral damage.
Especially
always-
red wreckers.
Yes,
we don't want
yes.
them to
I think
fail.
I think wreckers tend to be the toughest
Yeah.
monsters.
We're not dealing with sanity.
There's no sanity in this game. It's
Okay.
all abstracted just to health. I know.
All right, all
I know
right.
it's so
I know.
No
like,
boiled
sanity.
down to
Where's
the,
my sanity markers? Okay.
The third way we lose is the flip side of winning. And the only way we win this game is stopping the ritual. And here's how we do that. The game can go a maximum of 8 rounds. So this token is going to circle our 4-player table twice exactly at the most.
Wow.
At the end of any round, we can all discuss, without revealing exactly what cards are in our hand, whether we think we're ready to attempt the ritual or not.
Right.
But it's like Clue. If you're wrong, the game is over anyway.
Okay.
Right? If you lose, the game is over. At the end of the 8th round, we must attempt to stop the ritual. So if we haven't done it by then, it'll happen at the end of the 8th round, and that's the end of the game. By then, we should have some idea what these symbols are. These 2 symbols are what you want on these cards in your hand.
Left in your hand?
Left in your hand. Okay. We want to have as many of those as possible. Let's say throughout the game we have flipped over and investigated 2 hourglass tokens. So we know that there's not an hourglass token here. Right?
Spend those, keep the others.
Right. Trash those cards, keep the others. And maybe we have, maybe we found one of each of these middle things, so they are slightly less likely to appear in the bottom thing here. But we haven't found any of this clover symbol.
But there's 10 total there. Oh no, you said there's 3 other get items things that could pop out.
There are 8 on the board and 2 here. If we find all 8, then we know exactly what these 2 are and exactly what cards we need to save. The ritual is stopping the ritual is very simple. We have 16 cards among us. We are going to commit 3 cards each. We're going to commit 12 cards total. And we must have twice as many cards as players match the symbols. So for us, we need 8 of those 12.
8 of those 12. Okay.
Or more, of course, to match whatever these 2 mystery symbols are. If we do that, just looking at these symbols in the corner, we have stopped the ritual and won the game.
There's
and
no minimum level of each one. It just needs to be
it's just
8 total.
8 matching symbols or more, we win, and 7 or less, we lose.
8 of those 2.
8 of these 2, that's right.
Okay.
If we're really good and have
So what
gotten to
happens?
all
We
the
need to
locations,
get through our deck potentially,
and at some point start saving cards that you think are
or
good.
potentially in those. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you definitely once you start to
That's
get
another
through,
reason that
Oof.
you might not be able to play the
Play what
number
you
that they
wanna
want you to
do.
play or that
Yeah.
you want to play. You're like, I've got to save this hourglass for the end of the game.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's going to be hard.
All right, here, let's have Lincoln.
Restricted.
You want to
Shuffle
shuffle?
those?
Give
Yes,
everyone
it
4
is.
of those.
Give everyone 4. Okay.
Did everybody shuffle up their investigator
Yeah.
pile?
Yeah.
Just-
I'm about
Yeah.
shuffling
Oh, I
cards
need to
off
put
of
this
these.
back.
Yeah, put it shuffled in there.
It was a bad card, anyways. I don't want that on top.
The one thing that I haven't explained, and it's on the bottom of our player aid cards here, is monster activations, which will generally happen from the bottom half of those action cards. They'll generally be one of our bad effect type things. I explained how when we flip over a gate token, the monsters are going to spawn there, and they're going to move if the location is full. And we saw how the action cards will sometimes move a monster. But sometimes it'll tell you to activate all the monsters in your location, or activate all the monsters in a certain location, or even activate all the monsters in the purple zone, like
Okay.
everything in this whole third of the board.
He's out of reach.
It's not my fault. That's when we look at these symbols on the monsters, and for instance, if it was the purple zone, we would activate these buildings in numerical order. So we would do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
And we would
Okay.
activate each monster in the location.
Okay.
Some monsters don't have a special symbol, so nothing happens when you activate them.
Okay.
The killer monsters will damage an investigator at their location. The runner monsters will move, and like we explained, that the blue ones will move towards the blue arrows. The red ones are a little faster, so sometimes they will cut across the yard to get to another building. And the wrecker monsters will damage the location that they're in.
So is there any way that a monster that isn't a mover would move? Is it only if it spawns
It
at a
is
full
only
location?
if it's supposed to spawn or move to a full location.
Okay.
Yes, unless there's a card that just says move every monster here
Sure,
regardless.
sure.
That's
I don't know
sure.
if that exists.
Sure.
But and as we mentioned, that the Chthonians, the special monsters, are both damagers and movers, so they're sort of the most dangerous monsters.
They're
on the
movers
board.
and shakers.
I was about to say that.
Bravo.
She's been around me too much.
If there's a wrecker monster here and we activate this location, he's going to wreck this space and then move to an empty space.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
you can see now that it might also cause him to move, because if
Right.
he wrecks
Right.
this final space, he's going to immediately move down the right path to the next space
Right.
and until he finds an empty
Right.
space.
Okay. Oh, so,
So
yeah,
it
they
could,
really are
it
trouble.
could cause, they could cascade. They could absolutely
Yeah.
cause a cascade of horror across the campus. And now that I've looked at all these, I remember that I had these 4 monsters out for sample purposes, and we should reseed the board because I left some
So do we?
in the bag.
What was the determination where these his special ones went? Can they? Do they just stay?
They just go on the gates. They
Okay,
start on
so
the
we're
gates.
fine.
So go ahead and put 2 on everything that's not a
All right.
gate and not our starting location.
Start that again.
And then we're ready to go. Oh, yeah, we got our 4 cards.
I'm going to give you 2,
Maybe a
and you can
handful or
start on that
something.
end.
There we go. I'm not hearing that. Efficiency. Open it. Starts.
Here, Lincoln.
I'll fill up
Is
the
that
athletic
every- no.
facilities.
There's 2 down
Oh,
here.
now we have a red there. We were so lucky
I know.
before. We had no red in that danger zone.
Well, we're close. Hopefully, we'll have a
Alright.
card that does something.
Yeah.
What about these?
Thank you. That is, we will get to this because it'll come up on action cards, but it's the last thing that we don't know about yet. These are seals. They are good for us. So if you find an action that places a seal, we might want to think carefully about doing that, especially if it's going to stop monsters from moving into a dangerous location or the ritual location or something like that.
Well, we're never going to survive unless we get a little crazy.
Oh,
Oh, that was
the
good.
game
Yeah.
begins.
All right. Oh, I got to shake that one off. All right. Okay, I'm ready. These will go on a pathway here, and the next time a monster is supposed to move down that pathway, it'll be destroyed instead.
Hey.
The seal will flip over to gray, and it will still destroy the next monster that comes down there and then be discarded.
okay.
So the seals are double use,
But they're
and will
not
destroy
permanent.
2 monsters that try to move through that pathway. So yes, those would be good ways to block up a pathway and kill some monsters.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
away.
no, I'm fine with that.
There.
Yeah.
That's everything. We are ready to go. I'm the first player. We are gonna save time by all reading our cards simultaneously, but technically I draw and play my card with a priority card first. So I'm gonna play this. We have no idea what symbols to be saving yet, so we're only looking at the numbers and the omens on the card. I'm playing that card. I played a 14 with no symbols.
Wow. Well, the zones are much bigger than I thought, and they spread. Like, there must be some... Look at that green zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, the green zone is
Bisects
like,
the
right.
map.
Yeah.
You did 14. Wow. It's the beginning of the game.
Right. Yeah. How bad can we lose on the
Let's
first turn?
do it.
Oh.
She's played number 1.
Yeah.
She's going for it.
Okay, so that means you want the top half of the card done? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I save the... Ugh, but it's a bunch of symbols. So 2. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, how much discussion can we?
You're not
At,
really.
at this point, 0.
Okay.
At this point, you're only guessing.
Oh,
well,
I'm sorry.
obviously, she
21.
wants to go first.
Okay.
With less players, one person will play 2 cards,
Right.
or 2 people will play 2 cards if there's just a 2-player game. So you sort of you'd have foreknowledge of your own card
Right.
at that point.
Right.
You would look at your first card, play a card on it, but then you would know at least what was probably going to happen.
Okay. We got you
Okay.
now. How crazy are you?
Well, one thing to keep in mind is we have 3 omen symbols there.
Right.
Yeah.
So
But one more doesn't do.
one more
anything
doesn't
to
change
us.
anything.
Yeah.
Correct. 2 more would bump it
2
up
more
to the
would bump it.
5-6.
Yeah, I'm gonna be that player. And I'm gonna use
And insist on going first. No, that's
Well,
fine.
insist on going on top.
second. Yeah. I think that's. I mean, now I can tell you, I played a middle number because it
Okay.
didn't particularly matter
Right.
either way.
Okay.
I was sort of signaling to you guys that I don't need to go very.
I wanted to
quickly.
play. I wanted to play a higher number, but it had 2 of the symbols on it.
Yeah, I think.
So it's like,
we should
okay, well,
limit
this is
those
what
for
it is.
now. All right, so
Okay.
Nikki's
P.
going to go first. So
Yeah.
keep this for the next phase, but read
Okay.
the top part of your card.
Top part of my card is move up to 1 time, then attack monsters at your location for 2. If there are 2 of the symbols on your card,
Oh.
on the priority card, you play with this action attack for 4 instead.
Nice. Very
So-
nice.
I thought I'd go for that 3 guy over there.
Or maybe
Or
this
Or
one
I
which
could
has
just
red
take
to go in
both
there.
of them
So
out.
Yeah.
So she can clear this
Yeah.
space, or the 3 from there.
I think, yeah.
I like that.
That one's
Yeah,
moving
you're
into
right.
this
They're
area.
moving in. That's
Yeah.
way better. So my whatever
So would
I
that have
am.
been 5? for
Ash
that?
can
It would have been
Pete.
5, so
One
4
of them-
would only get one of them.
2 would have stayed.
Yeah.
The number 2.
Now this is
Can we
the
discuss based on what we have with our
exactly.
cards?
If you were sure that you were going to go there and clear that space, you
Oh,
could
okay.
advise her to go somewhere else.
Yeah,
Something.
unfortunately, that wasn't going to happen for
Okay.
me. Which I,
But yeah.
if I could have played the top half, it would have. But
Now since we sort of all know what our cards are going to do, we could definitely give advice.
What
that
is
way.
yours?
So,
I know
yeah.
you're pushing your. You don't have to tell us yet, right? Or can she?
Well, I'm next, but should
Okay.
we finish her?
I didn't read the
Yeah.
No flavor.
Flavor
text.
text.
Yeah.
Please do.
the right place, the right time, the right friend by my side.
All right.
Oh, your dog. What, doesn't it have his name yet?
No,
I
no
know we
name
have-
for the dog.
I think it's just like Lucky or something regular. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Ashcan Pete and
Lucky.
somebody will tell us.
Pete and Lucky.
The dog has his own cards in the.
Oh, yeah, I remember
the
that.
original,
Oh,
the bigger
okay,
games.
okay, okay.
All right, Deborah's gonna read the top half of her card.
So does it happen?
Oh yeah, clear it out.
Yeah.
We did
Yeah.
the damage. They are gone. They go
Wonderful.
next to the monster cup
Until it needs to be
until it needs
replenished.
to be refilled. Correct.
Okay.
Then
And the
they don't
clue
throw it.
marker?
No,
That is
that has to be an investigation.
Only if someone took an
Investigate.
investigate action as part of
Okay.
their text.
So I'm next. I did not want the bottom because it activates all of the greens.
Okay.
So I can move up to 2 times, then attack monsters at my location for 3 kapow. Or I can lose a health and attack for 10 instead.
Whoa.
But I was thinking it might make sense to go and just knock out one of the bad spawners. I mean, 10 is a lot, but we don't have anything that kind of even compares to that.
No, that's for the end of the game when there's like
Yeah, that's what I
2-3,
figured.
2-3 here, and
Right.
we have
Right.
to clear the whole thing. Yeah.
So, and it's every danger is an opportunity.
All right.
I will give you
Yes,
advice based on my
please.
card.
Please
Go to the green zone if you can and clear one of
clear
those
some
buildings.
green zone bullies.
Well, I will.
Okay.
Oh, more
Well, I
discussion.
can
I will
go-
tell you that the purples.
I can go here and clear
Yes.
both of these reds
so
who
that you
are
can
on their
get
way.
that. You can't
I
get
think
the
that's an
purple's
excellent
going to be
idea.
bad this
All right.
round. So
Okay.
Here I go.
And we can't get there because
Yep.
it's all the way across
I
campus.
jumped to the athletic field.
No, you actually take these paths because this is not a path.
Oh, that's
that
right.
humans
That's not a
can
path.
take.
Fantastic.
But you
so I
can get
jumped
to it this way.
I jumped to
The humanities.
the
Humanities building.
and then out to the quad, and I destroy both of these frisbee playing.
Wonderful.
Heck,
she was doing
sacker.
cartwheels and stuff to get there.
She was.
true.
She was
Yeah.
flipping and
Backflips. That's why I wanted to go
half
through the athletics
invisible,
facility.
crawling
Yeah.
up the drain pipes. she's super ninja-y.
So then
Alright.
this is
Now it's you.
goes at the bottom, or
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to come back.
It's not
However
coming
you
back.
like to discard it. All right, yes. I am reading the bottom half of this card. Move up to 1 time, so at least I can do something. I suppose you're there. Lincoln, do you care? Are you moving as part of your?
I was
card?
going to. I'm probably investigating
Okay,
here.
then I'll go here just to set up for later investigations and stuff. So I'm here at the humanities.
I believe
department.
that's what I can do. Yep.
Then investigate your location.
Yay!
Hey, it is less likely to be that diamond symbol. It still could be, but
Okay.
less likely.
then activate monsters in the green zone, locations 1 to 5.
The
So
monster.
we start here. This will damage a space
Oof.
and then move. And these are clearly blue monsters, so it's going to move here. It recommends this will not be necessary here, but like we would 45
To
degree
show
angle
that
the
that
monster to
moved
show
in. Okay.
that it's not going to activate again on this card.
Got it.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter because we're only doing the green ones, but for instance, if it had moved here somehow, we wouldn't want to reactivate it again. The student union, these look like they're both going to move, so they will
Both
move
here.
there to the Dorothy Upman Hall. The quad is conveniently empty. Orne Library has 2 wrecker monsters, damagers.
Woof.
That's terrible.
Yes. There is still room for them to stay there and finish wrecking the library later.
Fantastic.
And then this has a killer monster. Only investigators in that location would be damaged by it, so that's not going to have any effect. And this has no effect. So
Nice.
we got off fairly well. We had 3
now.
damages,
For now.
but for now.
now.
All right, and that's
Well,
the
and
end of
this
my.
is filled, so that's always tricky.
Yep.
That's the end
Trixie.
of my
Trixie.
action card,
Okay.
Lincoln.
So I'm 21. And I'm reading the bottom half. Move up to 1 time, then investigate your location. Then activate the monsters in the purple zone. And that is what
boy.
we'll be doing. So I will move Tommy Gunn, or he's Tommy Muldoon, I guess.
Yeah.
And he's going to investigate. Hey, it's not the star, or less
or
likely.
it's
to be
less
the star.
likely so far.
And then we activate the other ones.
So purple starts here from Derby Hall. We have a killer, but there's no one there. This does nothing. The auditorium, same thing. A killer with no one to damage and nothing. This has a red mover. The order that these activate is up to us, but only the killers have to activate before the movers, then the movers have to activate before the wreckers, then the wreckers have to activate. But for instance, if you had 3 movers, you could sort of parse out which one was going to move the furthest and which one was going to be in the next building, and stuff like that. Let's see, the red arrow looks like it goes down here and is still full, and then it's going to jump to here. We will do that just so we don't move him again. The killer does nothing. Then we go to this building. We know this guy's already moved. This one will wreck a space and then move on to the quad. That might actually be good because you're already there.
Yeah.
And then the observatory has a killer and a nothing, so nothing happens there. Yeah, so that wasn't too terrible. Yeah. And that is the end of our action phase. We have done all our cards.
So you get one.
Oh yeah, you do that as soon as you... Thank you.
I'm just giving him to the order. Order that. Oh, Nikki was one. I'm sorry. Give Nikki that one. Just
You
for
wanted to-
safety.
all right,
Yeah, we're getting Wintony, but
Yeah, it's...
but I
I
feel
feel like I have a random card off the
especially
deck is a
since
random card
I
off
know,
the deck.
but
Yeah.
I have a real terrible hand, and it'll probably still be terrible.
Now we do the Ancient One phase. It starts with the cards that we just played this round being discarded here. We know that we've counted up that there are 4 symbols on the cards. And so we're going to activate Shudemel's Earthquake ability. For each priority card discarded during this step, if its number matches a location's number, damage that location 1 time.
So 1.
So 1 and 9 get another. Is there a 14? There is.
Oh.
Oh no!
Wow. Now we know not to do that.
No.
Game over already.
No, not yet. But it gets worse. But that's the entire ability for that. That's all.
What
it
was
is.
the deal if it was 4? Under 4, that happened?
That was 3 and 4.
Okay.
Just so we are aware, 1 to 2 is spawn 1 Chthonian at the gate with the fewest tokens. If they're all on the board, 1 activates instead of our choice. So it's bad either way. The 5 and 6, which is really bad, the lead investigator loses a health, then damage their location 1 time and spawn a Chthonian there. That actually might not be that terrible when they're all already on the board.
We need to get over here, though.
And once they die, we can't like respawn them based off of that.
No, they will respawn. They'll just go off to the side. They're not permanently dead.
Those are just movers, though.
So when we... I thought that means this guy.
Yeah, that's the Chthonian
So
special.
if we kill this one, he can come back.
He will come back.
All right.
Unless we manage to keep getting earthquakes that don't make him come back.
I see.
And 7+, which would be really bad, is Shattered Crust, damage the ritual location twice.
Oof.
Which on its own, that's not going to do anything, but as soon as a monster tries to move into a fully damaged
Death.
ritual location, it's death. Yeah. So now that we know, playing low cards and getting 3 to 4 could be bad.
Yeah.
That was the Reckoning phase. Now we do the Gate phase. We just draw the top one of these. It's this hexagon-y symbol. And we spawn 2 monsters because there are now 2 tokens there.
Yipes.
And we can see that they are immediately going to move because there's no room for them there.
They go here, though, right? Oh, no.
It depends what color they are.
Color.
The blue ones are going to go...
Here.
No, and then jump to where you are.
Oh, okay, down
Then
here.
Because
Jump
that's
down
full.
there, yeah.
All right, here's a red one. It's
right.
going to run down to
It's
here.
there.
They don't activate as part of this placing. They just get placed on the board. And a blue one, which will go all the way down to here.
Is it there or here?
It goes, no, see, look. It follows this blue arrow to this building. Then it follows this blue walkway
okay,
to
I
here.
missed that one.
And there's 2 spaces.
All right.
You were standing on top of it.
Well, there you go. Me and my dog in the way.
Old and in the way. Is he
Watched
really
a
old?
monster run
Yeah.
past you.
Yeah.
That could be the guy on the motorcycle.
I'm going to pass this.
Okay.
Good news, I suppose. That was 1/8 of the game. And now we sort of know what we're doing and what the bad things that can happen.
All right.
So we're all going to draw a card, and Nikki's going to play her priority card number on it first when she is ready to place it face down. I would say we definitely are trying to see if we can get any repairs.
Yep.
And it'll say repair.
Yep, it's just, it'll be
Okay.
part of your action.
Well, we need to do some repairs before, I think, basically before we do any investigations, maybe. Because investigations seem to, well, on my
Investigations-
3 cards that I've seen so far.
They seem to have bad effects along
Yes,
with them. I
yes.
think you're right. But you got to keep in mind now, knowing what we know, like playing an 11 may very well damage the 11 location
Right.
based on the number of symbols that we get.
Oof. Well, I know I can't play that.
Let me see. It's all bad. I'm really not sure.
We go first.
Yes, we are first.
There's a 10 on there.
All right. And one symbol. One omen symbol is
Okay.
what those are called. All right, Lincoln. He was stuck thinking about an 11.
Well, I'm pretty certain I can't play the other cards, so I will now decide if I need to go first, which I don't. Oh, wait, that's the bottom. I don't want to do that.
All right, so he's played 2 omen symbols, so we're
Right,
at 3
we're
right
at
now.
3.
Right now we're at 3, which is going to earthquake and do damage. But if we bring it up to 5 or 6,
It gets worse.
it's slightly almost better though, because it won't cause more damage. If we brought it up to 5 or
Right.
6, Nikki would take 1 damage.
Right.
Her location would be damaged 1 time, and we would spawn a Caphani in there, which currently can't happen.
Okay.
So we're actually slightly safe on 5
We're
or
also
6.
not sure where she's going to go.
No,
but-
that's true.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
she will also know that that's going to happen, so
Okay.
she'll know where she'll end up. I would sort of feel like we want to aim for 5 or 6, because otherwise we're going to do, well, we're going to damage location 10 if we have 3 to 4.
But there's no 28. See, that's one of the reasons why I was going.
Gotcha.
Because the other card that I would love to do absolutely would damage
If
location.
we all play,
Yeah.
I'm in the same
Yeah,
boat. It's
yeah.
either a high number that can't be damaged.
I'm gonna make you decide.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. All right. I think.
Okay, so Nikki.
I think no matter what I do, we're in a better situation than last turn.
Okay.
Because last turn we damaged 3 buildings with our 3 low cards. This turn we can get around that.
There's no more than 2 of these symbols per card.
There's no more than 2.
Right.
So you could get us to 5 if you thought that was better.
Okay,
but-
you were fine. Okay, I think this is fine. I think we're all going to be okay. I'm going to play this and play
Nothing's
6
ever okay.
with no more symbols, so we ended up with 3 symbols.
Okay.
All right, I'm first. I'm playing 6. Resolve the following effects in any order. I move once, and I seal a walkway
Yes.
next to where I am.
Yay.
So I could seal. I'm thinking that I'm going to go here and seal this walkway, so this guy will eventually just disappear when he tries to move there.
Okay.
I could also, let's see, where does this guy go? He'll go back there. I can't. Oh, I could go there and do the same thing for him. Those seem to be our most dangerous. These guys, unfortunately, don't move unless something makes them move. We just need to kill them with combat. Because I would love to put it right here
them
and
with
have them go
kindness.
there, but they don't.
Yeah,
they're
but
not
they won't
movers.
go.
They're just
Yeah.
shakers. So I can't get here. Oh no, I could. I could go here and also place it here, which would take care of this one and this one. That might be the best move. I'll come and join you guys here.
Okay.
Or you have the opportunity to.
But there's
Stop
no
that.
there's no threat
At
there
the moment,
yet. I'd
there's no
rather
threat.
clear some monsters
before they
sooner
get
off the
there.
board. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh, wait, you
it's
still
called
more?
A Color for All Seasons.
Oh.
Fine Parisian lipstick, 70 francs. A well-painted ward, priceless. That's someplace.
That sounds a little too modern for
It does.
me.
I know. It's kind of referencing the MasterCard.
It just took me out of the game. It's all over now.
Yeah. Oh boy.
You are next. Yes.
I am next. Top half of the
It
card.
didn't do 3 things though. That would have been truly modern.
The bottom was moved to 4 locations and spawn a new monster in each one.
Yipes.
I didn't
rough,
think that was
yeah.
great. Yeah. All right.
I just want to say that thank you because my bottom was really bad. It was discard the top card,
Okay.
and then, which is it's kind of written funny, but discard the top card of your action deck and resolve its bottom effect. You cannot move or investigate while resolving that card. And
So it's a
that's
random
like,
bad thing with no good things.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got? What's
Okay.
the top?
So this is move up to 1 time. If there are 2 of these symbols, which I didn't want to throw a 2 symbol thingy out again, you may move to any location instead if I had the 2, but I don't. So seal 1 walkway connected to your location.
Oh, nice.
This is the place I saw. Duke, this is where we need to be. I think the dog's name is Duke.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Duke, this is where we need to be.
Nice.
So I'm
So
gonna.
where are you now? You're
I
with
am
me there.
here.
So
You are hanging out.
my seal is going to take care of
Yeah.
those guys most likely.
Right.
Can we damage this guy?
She's just got a seal, right?
Where is this
Oh,
guy
okay.
going?
This guy will go here into the auditorium, so that's not a bad one to place. I think.
Connected to my location, though.
Auditorium?
I said Ottawati.
This one goes that way. This one.
Bad Zoolander reference.
So I'll just go here. Me and my dog.
All right. And block and seal the red, I think.
This
I
one?
think
Yeah.
seal there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
The seal's going to do us some
Does
good.
that,
Yeah, they
does
will
that
do some-
seal stop the normal
No, it
people?
doesn't affect us. That's
Okay.
fine. It's only for monsters.
There you go.
Sweet.
cool. All right, so now me.
Now,
Yep.
18.
now
Okay,
There's
so
a card error in
you
there.
guys did fantastic work for me.
oh good.
I'm at the bottom, so I will move 1 time and investigate. But then I'm activating all monsters in the orange zone, which you all have
excellent.
conveniently placed
We've all.
lovely,
She's going to get rid of a bunch of them.
lovely death,
That is fantastic.
death guards. Okay, so first I'm moving 1 and investigating. Where to move and investigate? I mean, I can investigate pretty much anywhere, but where's a good place?
I would let's have somebody head towards
Head-
purple.
Right.
Sort of
Because right
zone
now we don't
defense?
have any effect over there. Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
then
Yeah.
I will move.
What was it that you were going to do, though?
She's gonna
I just
activate
want to
orange,
activate oranges.
Okay.
which is actually gonna be all right.
But there's
Be
no...
okay.
Okay.
This is a little tricky.
I'm hoping some
but-
repairs come up here soon.
yeah, me too. They may
Yeah.
they may just be really rare.
Yeah.
Oof. Hope
So
that's
I
not the
guess
case.
I will go here,
Seems fair. It's just one move.
and
yeah.
it's 1 move, and I get to invest. Oh wait, but I can't investigate.
Oh,
that.
you don't
So
wanna
never
invest
mind. I
that.
don't want to go there. I'll go here instead. I'll investigate the auditorium.
It is a
Hey.
Cool.
yellow moons.
All right,
blue
then we
diamonds.
But
The
are these
orange
going to be
zone.
something
Green
cool? Or are
clovers.
they like
They are, and
good
I have no
items?
idea what they
Okay.
are.
Yeah.
We can only get a max of 3. There's only 3 item symbols.
Wow.
Maybe they're a repair kit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
maybe.
scaffolding.
All right, so now we activate orange zones.
All right, and we start with the
in
lowest
order.
number.
11.
So he damages first
Mm-hmm.
and then moves. Here is
Yep.
full, goes to the quad. We'll do that so he does not. Well, he's
Right.
not going to activate again. These ones, as we know, this is going to be killed by the seal,
Yay.
and this one does nothing. I think this is probably 13 has a monster that does nothing. 14 has nothing.
15
And this-
is going to kill some more people. Or more.
This is
gonna-
where we do them in order, though. So the good news is that the movement will kill this one.
A 3-er, it'll kill it?
It just
Okay.
kills it automatically. The seals are very powerful.
All right.
This, because of the first symbol is a wrecker symbol, it counts as a wrecker monster.
Okay.
Right.
So if we had, the other types would have to activate for us before it, but we can choose which one of these activates first.
Okay.
So I think we actually want to choose this. Oh wait, wreck.
Can he move before he wrecks?
No, 'cause
he
he's-
has to wreck
Yeah.
first.
Right.
Well, might as well just clear him. So he wrecks.
So he wrecks a space, and,
And
then
then
he
he moves,
moves and dies.
and he dies.
Yes. And then the third one will also wreck a space.
Right.
Wreck a space.
But yeah, we cleared
But that's it. And
several
we cleared
monsters,
a
and we've
bunch
got
of
these
them.
guys herded into the quad.
Yeah.
So if we can place another seal
Or I can try to jump back and kill
and
him
kill them
because
too,
that's my deal.
that's actually a good idea. We're all sort of surrounding the quad. Okay, that was your entire
That was
card?
my card.
And Lincoln's card is 4th.
Yep. 28. So, unfortunately, it is the bottom half, and I don't get to read my
Cool
great flavor text. I get to move up 1 time and investigate my location. Then a monster spawns at each gate.
Ooh.
And there are 3 gates, but what are we going to do? So, we want to investigate. I can move 1. I guess I could go over here and just do this one.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
probably
Or
the
the
only one
quad,
you
I
can reach, right?
guess.
Or,
Oh, no, I
or-
can't get to the quad.
No,
Yeah.
you can't.
Hey, what is this?
That might
Hey,
be an
it's
item.
a key. So we know how to
Yay.
get some of those.
We'll go ahead and read it, keep it face up, and then we'll
Okay,
use it
the
when
shining
it's appropriate.
trapezohedron. There we go. I think I
Okay.
finally got it out. Discard this item at the end of the reckoning step to attack monsters in any location. The total number of kapows you hit, you assign, is equal to the number of icons on the priority cards discarded.
Okay.
Wow. So we could, once we've done a bunch of, selected a bunch of cards with the damage.
You can clear out one location.
Yeah,
really
where
nicely.
did my? Oh, here it is, 28. So there were two. Almost. Do we want it? I guess you go to it.
Is that
it doesn't.
your
It doesn't have
location
to be
or
where
anywhere?
it says in any
Just anywhere?
location. Yeah.
Nice.
So we can really fix something if we need to.
Right.
Even right
like
now.
this double damage space
Yes.
or
Yeah.
the quad, but we
Okay.
can wait. It's after the reckoning phase.
Yes.
All right. What else happens as part of the bottom of your card? Is that it?
No, it's the then a monster spawns at each
Oh,
gate.
right.
This was Becky, even though that has nothing to do with the card, because I can tell you that's probably the name of his grandfather's gun.
Probably, yeah.
All right. This gate gets a blue monster, which will go here, then here.
Does it get 2 because of the thing?
It does.
or-
That's only when we
That's
draw
only that.
the token.
Okay.
So
which
was
we're
this
about
wiped
to.
out that we had done?
Yeah.
There
Wow.
were 3 monsters there, and
Yeah.
they,
Yeah.
the big ones died. This gate also gets a blue monster, which will go to. I'm sorry, that's red. That is a red monster, which will zoom down to the museum. And then this one just gets a monster here. That's a moving monster. Okay,
Boy, oh boy.
that was all of our cards.
So we only did 3 damage. Maybe we save it for one.
Yeah,
when we
save it
have,
for
like,
when
Yeah.
we can
or-
do 4 or 5
Yeah.
or
or
even
plan
more.
to do something
Yes.
dramatic.
But it's good to know that we have that in our back pocket.
Yes.
All right. Now is the reckoning phase. We discard all our cards and do the effect. And it looks like we got, what, 3 symbols, right?
3.
So we're going to damage 2 locations. We're going to damage building 6, Derby Hall, in which case we can choose which space the damage goes on and the monster that will move
Moves.
out.
Okay.
We might as well move the
Yeah, the less.
the lesser one since it's going to where someone is. Yeah. So somebody.
Well,
put
that's
it
the
in.
killer too. Right?
That's the
Right.
killer. We don't
That's-
want it
don't wanna
damaging
put
you.
them-
Right.
Right. Tommy Muldoon.
And building or location 10 is.
I don't know where it is.
Thank you.
Observatory.
Wow, another crowded one.
Which is also going to push its monster back here to the science building. And we might as well do the same thing. Well,
Well, but having 2 head or killers.
and
would be
especially if
bad.
one of us is coming over to, unless one of us is
Oh.
coming over to kill them.
I can get there on my
Let's-
next term if
I
if
guess
it-
let's keep the safer one. You don't want to be damaged twice,
Yeah.
just in case it happened.
Okay.
And there's no, they literally do the same thing. All right,
Yeah.
a damage here, someone please. So that was Earthquake again, based on these cards. And that was the Reckoning phase. Now would be the time he uses his item if we were ever going to do that, but we're not going to do it
Not
this
this
turn. Then we do a new gate, or increase an existing gate. 2 new monsters on that place.
Uh-oh.
1 there is space for, and 1 is going to go somewhere.
Go to the quad.
It is going to the quad. Blue to the quad.
Unless I need to go back to the quad.
That was
Well,
the
does
gate.
the quad take damage? It must, right?
It's got spaces, so
Yeah.
sure, it could be
Yeah.
destroyed. Pass the investigator token.
All right.
Round 3, start.
Did you give everybody
Does everyone
a
have their
card?
4
I did,
cards?
everybody
yeah,
got their
Lincoln's
card.
been good on that.
I should see what I got now. Not good.
Is that sharing too much?
I think they're all like that.
Is that cheating? Guys,
Who's
guys.
groaning the loudest? Oh, Lincoln seems pretty bad. Yeah.
I'm gonna do 4.
I did a 4. Sorry, guys.
Ooh, snagging it.
Oh well,
Another
that's-
2.
I'm likely to still
And
be
no
able to do
symbol. Okay.
I really don't want to do the bottom.
It's my turn to groan.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't really matter
Yeah.
which of these I play.
It'll all be bad,
We have
whatever.
1 symbol. I will play a 20 with no symbol. So we only have one
One
symbol
symbol.
out there right now.
Well, can't beat those anyways, so I'll save it for another time.
Wait till I give Nikki hers.
Ugh, I don't want another one of those to happen. I will just do that.
All right.
27.
That was first. Lily is action is
Lily,
first.
yes, Lily goes first. So the thing I did not want to happen was choose another investigator, and you and that investigator each lose 1 health, which is not so bad in itself, except that I'm definitely
Except that
taking
you're
another
there,
one.
right.
Yeah.
So that would be 2 down for me, which
Yeah.
seems dangerous. Otherwise, I'm remembering the sunset on Mount Hua,
Wow.
and I meditate, which allows me to do
I just want to see. I
Yes.
thought I said hoo-ha.
Hua. It is college. Let's see. So I can resolve up to 2 of the following effects in any order. So there's move 1, repair 1,
Ooh.
seal a walkway with a gray side up, so a single seal, or recover 1 health. So I can't kill anything on this turn, but I think I should move and repair
Absolutely.
here. I would still
That's-
take a hit.
That's the only one you can
It's
reach.
the only one I can reach,
All the
really.
rest are way over here.
Or I could move and seal.
You only take a hit if that monster activates, or
That's
if someone
true.
activated the purple zone.
That's true.
So it's possible. I think absolutely we should take the repair while we can.
I can do them in any order. So I could presumably seal here and kill somebody it moves if or when they do, and then move here. But then I wouldn't repair.
then you
so
wouldn't
then
repair.
better to move and repair,
I
you
think so.
All right, I agree.
Yeah.
Move and repair.
Yes. Okay.
And that's the end
That
of
was
that.
your 2. Lincoln's card is next.
Yep.
Tommy Muldoon.
It is the move up to 3 times or attack monsters at your location for 3, then repair your location 2 times.
oh,
so
2
I won't be
times.
doing the 3 attacks.
That's all right.
Yeah, but I will be doing
Definitely
2
do
repairs. So it's
repair.
going to be either these. Yeah, because I get to move. So I'm 1, 2. I can do either of these. What do you guys think? Or do I
this
want
is
to
a gate. Does it make sense to clear that more?
and be prepared to do some damage on that 3? Although it just moves.
I guess, I mean, they're
This
both.
one.
This one also has double red.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
I won't
Which
be
is
doing
gonna
any damage
keep
this
feeding
round.
stuff into the quad
That's
every time. something
Is
comes
anybody
through there.
around me
And
that could
and
potentially?
if a red gets here, then it's on track.
Then it's on
to
track
go
to
in.
move in
So
there.
that might make a lot
Okay.
of sense then.
So then
They're both good choices, though.
1, 2, and just do the 2 repairs.
Yeah.
okay.
3 damage is awesome, but
I think so.
But ultimately, I
Yeah.
only had 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you didn't want to fight
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Are you
Yes,
next?
for
Oh, I'm
almost
next.
27.
20.
And then maybe the next round.
Yeah. He's just taking up space, which is
This is sort of this is like standard bottom half of the card.
he's just taking up space. That's all. Doesn't do anything.
Should I go get this clue, which leaves me sort of stranded in empty areas, or should we just ignore this clue? Oh, I can't get to the quad anyway. It's that same old stupid question,
Yes.
but I think there's a path.
Yes.
So I move here, I investigate sorority row, and I write it, and then the purple zone is going to activate. I got an elder sign. Discard this item after you draw a priority card to draw 4 additional priority cards and then discard 4. So that's sort of like, I'm going to save that for the end
Turn
of
your
the
deck
game.
to
Yeah.
get exactly
To
the
get
cards we
exactly
need.
the cards we
Exactly.
need.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We could have
That's
4
really great.
things.
That's pretty
Could
good.
have.
Each person only plays 3 though. I can't
Oh,
play
okay.
all. Even
So
if
we
all
have
4 of
3.
mine were perfect, it would
Yeah.
only be 3.
Okay.
All right, so that's sort of cool. And then the purple zone, starting from where Lily is going to take a damage.
Ouch.
Then anyone here would have
kapow.
taken a damage. The damager happens first, and then the mover moves along the red arrow, going back down here to the observatory, and then bumping to here to the administration, and then all the way over here to the museum.
Oh my
Where nobody
gosh.
is at. Poor
Right.
Miskatonic Museum. There's no damages over there.
There's a mover here who will now jump past the museum and into the library with Lincoln.
Where Tommy Muldoon is, man.
And nothing happens here because
Okay.
there's no one to be damaged. so
Not
that
too
was the
bad.
purple zone. Yeah, not too bad.
Not too
Sometimes
bad.
the zone seems scary, but it's not
But
that
how do
bad.
we heal? We have to find a card
So
that actually
this
does it.
had a
She had an
recover
option
health
for health on there.
if I were damaged.
And I mean, I hate to always say like, we're fine on a co-op game, nothing to, but like if we all took 1 damage,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
So
okay.
bad.
That's
Yeah.
better than
It
someone
only
having
has 3,
2.
so clearly we're designed to take. It's not that much damage is going to be doled out unless you're in a building.
But as soon as someone has 2, that
Yes.
can be scary. All
Right.
flip
Okay.
your- Read the bottom. of your
Should
card.
I let everybody know what we didn't get to do?
If you want,
No,
if it's that
okay,
good.
no,
No, I say
well-
no. Just read the bad part.
Okay, it's bad. I can move up to 1 time space, then investigate my location. Then we get to activate all the monsters in the purple zone.
Ooh, that's actually not that bad though, because we just moved them all.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna happen.
I hope not.
That's actually kind of
I'm
cool.
kind
Too
of
bad.
happy.
You're going to take another damage. That is bad.
That is bad.
Yeah, that's
But
what I
it
said.
limits
Can
everything.
you avoid that?
There's no more damage to the buildings. There's no
Okay.
more movement to happen.
All right.
They all moved out of the purple zone.
Okay, so
So
I
as long as
want
Lily can live, we're okay. Where are you?
Yeah,
here, so I could go to
Another
the quad
Yes,
and investigate that.
That seems like you have to do that.
So, quad, investigate.
Oh my
third
goodness.
item.
Okay.
I
But we
guess it's
need
good,
to
but we need.
need to narrow stuff
We
down.
do need to, but
Okay.
we're also done with items for the game.
Okay.
There are only 3 of those.
A glass
Nice
of
shuffling job over there.
Mortlin.
You did all this. Couldn't have been any better.
No, it
than that.
wasn't really. Yeah, there wasn't all that much shuffling to it. All right, what does your item
Okay.
do?
I can discard this card before I draw an action card to look at the top 3 cards of your action
Okay.
deck.
Nice.
Discard any number of them and return the rest to the top of the deck.
Okay.
So,
So you can tune your next couple of turns and
Right.
get rid of a bad card if you see one.
so that kind of actually worked out okay because the top part of my card, I won't tell you everything, but one of them was to get one of these types of cards.
Oh, cool.
So
Oh.
I ended
Oh,
up
there you
getting
go.
There
a
are
card
those.
So
anyway.
potentially we could give
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
we just gotten all from the tokens that we're going to get. I
Right.
guess there's a reason that there are 8 or 10 of these
Yeah.
cards.
Okay, cool.
And then we have to activate purple. right?
Purple.
All right.
Just to be sure, yeah, she's going to take a damage. I think that's the
Sorry.
only effect, though, right? No one takes damage here. No one takes damage here. No one takes damage
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Okay.
The purple
Well,
zone is
that's
actually our
okay.
safest
We gotta
zone
heal
right now. Oh, we
Lily.
got to heal her.
Say
That would be
yes.
our priority
Says
1
you.
on all of our action cards if we can.
Make sure we
next turn.
cannot play something like.
Or make sure we don't activate the purple zone
Yeah.
if she's still going to be in it, in a damaged
Or
location.
I
you
want
kill
to
that
try
guy.
and
But-
kill or get out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
that was
this
the reckoning phase. I'm sorry, that was our action phase. Now we have to do reckoning, which is this. And we kept it to 2 symbols,
Nice.
Yeah.
which means the only thing that happens in the reckoning phase, writhing monstrosity, spawn 1 Chthonian at the gate with the fewest tokens, which is actually here.
All right.
If they were all on the board, we would
Not
activate
that
one
place.
instead.
Well, that's it's not
Because
gate.
that's it.
But that's it.
Oh, and a
No,
gate.
no more damage. No more.
Okay.
So that was good to keep those symbols down.
So what does
Next-
this mean, though? Is it telling us this is a stronger gate?
Yes,
Or, okay.
because if I draw that symbol right now, it spawns 3 monsters.
Ugh.
Last time
Got
it
it.
spawned 2,
Okay.
and I drew this one, so it's 2 here.
Now they're all.
Now they're all equal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to spawn 2 here, which are going to move to either the quad. Actually, they're all going to move to the quad because they go red, red,
Oh,
red.
funny.
Yeah.
Well, except there's one.
There's
clear.
1 space there.
Where were we
Because
putting
Tommy
these?
was.
All right.
Tommy was.
We have
getting
drawn a
Is this
red
the
one, which will
discard?
go there.
Lincoln.
What?
Is this the
And
discard?
now whatever this
Whatever
is,
it
it'll
is.
go in the quad with,
Usually what's
with
left.
Duke.
I don't know where the discard. I guess the discard's over there.
Goes
Yeah.
red, red, red. Look at all these full spaces. Pass the token.
Pass the token
All right.
to the
Oh,
left
boy.
hand side.
Here we go.
How many of these are we supposed to have?
4.
Okay.
Wow. Oh. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wee wow.
Deborah's doing the first priority number and thinking about it.
She's in deep contemplation. Woof.
Woof, indeed. It's the only paths out of here are here and here.
That is, you're in a weird little cul-de-sac there, yes.
25, no symbols.
Wow. She really doesn't want to take damage.
No, she doesn't. I'm gonna play 8 with 1 symbol.
So where is it that 5 and 6 that she
5 and
takes?
6, she would die at the end of our action phases if she hadn't been healed during our card actions.
Right.
I'm putting a 5 on this. It does have the 2 symbols, though. Right?
So, yeah,
Because
so-
she's got 0,
Yeah,
so
he
it's
can play
it's
0
we're
or
at
1.
3.
He does not really want to play 2.
Sure, but that absolutely means I'm in the bottom half. So, because I can't play the other one. I don't want to kill her. That is what will happen.
Well, that would, we'd kill all
It
of
will
us.
be lose.
We're cosmically connected that if one of us dies.
Wow.
Right, yeah, we just literally, 3 of us cannot save the world. It has to be all 4.
You're so demoralized by the death of Lily Chen.
I will be playing 0 symbols and just do that.
Okay,
Okay.
5 goes first. Top
Okay.
half of the card.
Top half of the card. I can move up to 2 spots Then I reveal the top card of the item deck. An investigator of your choice gains that item.
Hopefully
So I'm
it's
hoping it's
Yes.
I'm hoping it's
Interesting.
healing.
So where are you gonna go?
I'm here. I'm in the quad technically. So. Oh, and my quote is, "What did you find, boy?"
Nice.
Okay.
I found a card.
I found a card.
I found health.
So I can move up to 2. I don't have to move
Right.
2.
But we do want to get towards these clue tokens eventually
Yes.
to find out what the final battle is.
So I can go in.
And now that I know kind of what she's doing, we're allowed to help a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, you could advise like, right, I'm going here, don't go here. Although you're not going to probably move on. You could.
I can go. So I'm here. I could go 1, 2, and then I'm in the clue area.
Yeah.
In a building with clue.
Mm-hmm.
If I go here,
say-
can I take the hits instead of
Yes,
her if it
you
happens?
can.
I was also say you're.
Although
I'll
right
say
now there's no hits, but that would
Yeah.
also be safe.
For me, I'd
she
say-
could also move away.
if I can say this, I don't know.
I think.
Based on
There
what
is
I've
no- there's
chosen.
no
I think now we-
manipulation
Okay,
now, yeah.
you're safe to move to purple based on me.
Oh yeah, that's good to know.
Okay.
But what are you going to do when you get there? You're just going to draw
So
the
my
card.
hint
I'm
is
just gonna
don't-
draw
don't
one of
go
those
green.
keys
So-
and hope it's health
Right,
and give it to
right.
her.
So I would say, and where
Well,
were
this
you
is
now?
Hold on,
You
if
started
you
I'm in the
notice-
quad.
Well, so
Look
I.
at green. There's
So I
not
can
a lot
go
of
1,
kill
2,
cards.
Well,
or
that's
1,
so-
2.
I
My
would
main
go
thing
here
Or I
is
could
because-
go
nine.
1.
Right.
Where's
You go
2?
1. This is a dead end here.
2. Can't go here. There's no. Oh yeah.
I would
no.
get towards
1,
one
2.
of these hard to get clues. So head in one of those directions.
May we suggest the purple?
Okay, we suggest purple.
Okay.
May we suggest not
Fair
going
enough.
the green route?
Do you want me just to?
No, keep going.
Keep going.
Because she's also 2 moves away from that. And
So
it might
there's
take her a long
2.
time to
Again,
get
if you go to the green though, there's only one
damage or
kill
killer.
card in the entirety of green, right?
Right.
I think she's got something that
No,
gives
no.
people.
No,
This
no.
is concerning my situation.
Okay.
And I think we
Have similar.
have similar things.
Yipes. Okay.
Can we activate green twice? Like does
Yes,
Oh,
we
that-
absolutely.
do.
You
Oh,
did
yeah.
purple already.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
And
Oh,
actually, it
that's
turns out to be not that bad because the thing's
already
already
good,
moved
bad
apart.
stuff.
So let's
So you
hope
get
this is health or something.
the Xanthu tablet. Ooh, it is good though.
We
Okay,
get to
but
give
I
it
can
to-
give
It
it
is
to
not a
whoever
you
I
can give
want.
it to whoever. Although, and it is before after you resolve. Discard before after you resolve an action card, which is right now. She could do it at the end of this action card she's just doing. To seal any 3 walkways
Wow.
with gray side face up. So 3 single-use walkways.
Nice.
Well, it does
Yeah.
not stay with me. It does go to someone else.
It frankly
my
doesn't really
choice.
matter who has it. Give it to
Maybe-
Deborah because she doesn't have an item.
Or maybe the
We all have
person
one.
who's going to go last this round, so they can set up before the monsters go or something.
That's you as well. There
That's
you go.
me as well.
There you go.
Okay.
Card for you.
Okay,
After my
yeah.
action, I can try it.
All right,
That's
I
great.
have the 8. My card, unfortunately, the bottom did nothing for me, so that's why I played low.
Right.
I could investigate an empty location, which seemed really bad.
You'll hear what mine
could-
is.
all right,
You'll
I
hear
will.
what mine is when it comes up.
I now am going to move up to 1 time and attack monsters in my location for up to 2. Then me and another investigator are going to draw a priority card and discard a priority card, so we'll get to sort of focus our hands a little bit. Now, unfortunately, I can't go here and kill this guy. I could only kill this one.
Oh no.
I could go here and clear both of these from this gate, which I think might not be a bad idea.
Sure.
Is green? Well, I'm not going to. I can only be an orange or green. Does anyone have an opinion on whether orange or green would be better?
Well, I will tell you, green is going to get hit, but the thing is like I said
not a
earlier, there's
lot
no,
to
no
hurt you.
kills.
and I,
This
if
is
I
it.
clear, you're right. If I clear
Yeah.
those out, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's beneficial though too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Although
is.
they're not wreckers.
They're not, but they're also more space that if it
Sure.
spawns,
Right. Sure.
less
Right.
bad
I
cascades.
mean, this needs to
happen.
be dealt with here soon too.
It does, but
Nobody's
that's
there.
3 moves
Me.
away from
I
me.
could do that.
I think you should head that way to A, deal with this, and B, get
get
this
to there.
museum clue. So unless we have objection, I think I will go here. Use my twin pistols to take out these mummies
pew,
or whatever
pew.
they are.
Kapow, kapow.
My 2 kapow. Then, okay, everyone look at your priority hand.
Priority.
Yeah, I haven't.
Okay.
You guys have got new
Yeah, we
cards.
should get new cards.
But you shouldn't look. Do you get them immediately?
Yeah, you're supposed to fill up to 4 as
so there
soon
you
as
go.
you play
guys,
this one.
you guys will know what you
So-
have. We don't.
We don't.
Give me a 5th one. Do we need to shuffle now? Oh, she's
I
got it.
just did it. So
Yep.
there you go.
And then one of you can also take a 5th card and then discard. So if one of you sort of hates your hand, it's all high or all low, I'd say.
Do you need anything?
I mean, I have just.
Or if they're all
Lily, do you
double
need anything?
symbols.
Nikki, do you need anything, Lily? Yeah, that's the one thing I think would be helpful.
I mean, we don't know anything about symbols,
We
really.
well, no, I mean, you know,
These symbols.
Oh, those
these
symbols.
omens.
Gotcha.
The ones that will
The
kill you
omens.
on this turn if we go over.
Right, right,
right.
We can't have Lily die.
But we've already figured that.
I guess.
Oh, no,
We're only on
it's-
3, so
yeah.
for this one, yes.
Unless somebody badly needs,
I don't know if
A
Well,
card.
the thing is, next round we still want to.
then I could take a
Right.
card,
Do it.
but
Do it. Just
only
do it.
if somebody
Nope,
else.
I don't hear anybody else jump
somebody
into
else
it.
really
I
needs
don't
it.
know my
No.
sits yet.
Okay.
That was all of our top activations.
Okay, here comes
Lincoln has
down,
the first,
bottom
the first
ones.
downside.
So here's the good thing, even though we haven't necessarily been reading it. Resolve the following effect 2 times. Move up to one time or attack monsters at any location for 3. So I could have taken out 2 3s at this location.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what I am going to do. Oh, it's easier than paperwork. Okay. Move up to one time, then investigate your location. So it might be best for me to just go down here
I
and
think
take
so,
a hit.
just 'cause it's far
Because I'm
away.
going to take a hit. Maybe twice. Maybe that's not a good idea.
It could be twice.
Well, it sounds like Deborah is exactly the same as me.
Then do you want to get out of green and do a different thing?
Well, I want to investigate. It says move up
Or
to
you
one
could-
time. So I
Right.
can investigate this location I'm at right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
just do
true.
that.
All right. Hey,
Yay.
hey, no
Yay,
diamonds.
no diamonds.
All right.
Diamonds are
Okay.
safe.
Okay. And that is now activate green. Activate green.
Okay. We start
Nothing?
here. It's good. Nothing.
Nothing?
Oh, that was called
Oh, the quad.
stakeout.
This is
3 damage, and then these 2 will move.
So 3. Oh my
So,
goodness.
all right, well, let's just go ahead and put those 3 damage there. We'll do this in.
The quad has crater-sized
Oh,
holes.
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
bad. This is bad.
Yeah.
This guy is now in a full area
Yeah.
and will move to the
All the way
ritual
in.
location.
Okay, that's bad.
It's very bad.
Yep.
This guy damages his space, and then luckily they're blue. He moves. Then he moves again because he's got the move symbol. The first move was because this is
Because
full.
it ran out, you're right.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Then he moves again on blue to come and join you.
Okay.
But at least he won't kill you.
Won't kill me.
Uh-oh.
Same with this guy. He damages here, moves here, and then moves again
To end up there.
to end up there.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That was only 3.
But again, it's the red ones we need to. Oh.
Yes.
Oh shoot, we
might be
We
dead.
might be
We might
dead.
be dead.
We're
We
really
might be
no. We're
dead.
just very close. We're just very, very, very close. We need the seals very soon
What?
because
Okay.
we might even do it at the end of this card.
This
Well,
thing?
that would be her
What
decision.
are you
her
telling
seals.
me
Yeah,
to do?
sorry.
Yes.
Yours
Lily
is-
gets to decide
Yes.
This
her
building,
fate. Our fate.
the mover
We'll
activates
see.
first and goes right to the ritual location.
Right?
Another monster there will end the game.
Okay.
Oh
It's going to happen.
no,
No,
we
it's-
get to choose the order.
Yeah.
No
we
boy.
move. Oh no, it is. No, it's not going to happen.
Because we'll do him
We'll
first.
do him first, and then there will be an empty space for
Yes.
this guy to stay.
Yes.
No, but then this guy's going to move. I think we're dead.
Oh my god.
This guy will damage his space.
Sure.
No, we want it the other way. This guy will damage
Wow.
his space and then
And
move
move.
here. This guy will
Right.
damage his space and then move on the blue path.
Okay.
Blue, blue.
Well, then he
Maybe-
can stay there.
Oh, he can stay
Yeah.
there. Thank you.
Should I have not have been so concerned with her health?
No, we would end the
And
game
then
anyway.
anyone here would take a damage, but this guy has
Red
to
is
move.
gonna move and
Red,
he's gonna-
Red.
That's
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, we should have
That's
used the
it?
seals already.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
already lost.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So I should have used the
Now-
seals.
So level
Okay.
medium is hard.
Medium is hard.
Hard.
To be honest, we never had anything but
Not even a
gigantic
chance.
board of mess.
We only had like
If we were
repair came up
smarter.
a couple times.
If we were smarter, though, you would have been able to see, oh, activating green is going to kill us right now.
You guys gave me no choice.
No,
We really,
We
neither
could've
of
done
us
this.
found choice. We could have, we
At the
should
What
have.
was
beginning of your
We
card.
didn't even see Lily's card. What's Lily's card?
Well, the same. It's
was
exactly
green
the
as
same.
well?
It's
You see what I'm
activate
saying?
green.
We
Yeah.
could do this before your action
I
card.
could have
came out.
Yeah,
handed
yeah.
it to you.
Yeah.
It doesn't
And you
matter
could
who
have
has
done it first.
Doesn't matter who has it.
Yeah.
Anybody can do
Okay.
it.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
I said it was green. We both were saying it was green.
Resolve
Before-
before you
Oh,
resolve
before
an
you
action
resolve
card.
an
So it
action
has
card.
to be. You have to give it
does
to the
have to
right
be.
Yeah.
person.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
So-
I could have given it to Lincoln. Lincoln
But we
could have
didn't
done
think
the
it was gonna
thing.
We didn't think it
be
was
that
going to
quick.
Yeah,
kill us
and
that
then
fast.
done his actions.
Wow.
I thought we
Yeah.
were doing all right,
At least
actually.
I didn't die.
It's always the
We
same.
all survived. It's just the town is a mess now.
Yeah.
It's always the same.
So yeah, I mean, maybe I killed us by putting that 8 down. I should have let your card happen. But we have no way of communicating
I know.
that.
Yeah,
What's
I
the
don't know.
strong card and
Well,
what's the weak card?
That's the whole
I was
point.
last, so I was.
No, you
dependent
had
on
very little
guys.
choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
If we could have repaired Lily, right, healed Lily, then
Sure.
Well, I mean,
maybe.
so-
But I mean,
Because see, if I could have wiped out these 2 in this location, those were 2 3s.
that was huge.
Yeah.
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 I didn't know. Let me
And of
see.
course, you guys have no idea.
I don't
I-
think
That was an amazing card. Resolve the following effect 2 times.
Yeah,
That is
incredible.
just
that's probably your
fantastic.
like big battle.
I mean,
Yeah.
I had a big battle one as well, but I wasn't near anything that I could use it
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to end up anywhere that was going to get me killed.
Absolutely.
So I was like, I just need to move once
Yeah.
and be
Oh, yeah.
safe.
I think that was right.
Yeah.
And not bring
just-
up any
We just didn't know that a green activation
Any
was going
eyes.
to wipe us out.
Oh my god.
Looking at my cards, I don't have any repair or heal
Oh
actions.
yeah, let's look and see what the story is on that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a fighter,
She's a love.
so I just kill things.
I'm just a sneaker. Like I use cards and I do minor combats.
Yeah, I just kill things. The only thing
I have a couple-
meditation
What other
might.
options do we have
heal.
to heal?
Maybe one
the
of
items.
the
I've just-
other.
It's all the items.
And
I
then
have.
I
Maybe
can
one of the
meditate and
other
heal a little
invest-
bit, but beyond that.
This item destroys 2 monsters. This item cancels a bottom effect of a card.
Huh.
This item teleports you to any location.
Yeah, I never really got to use any of the good stuff. I had things that were. We had many seals that could have been coming up.
Yeah. This one repairs twice or heals twice. Repairs 4 times or heals twice. And this, so there are some good items, and I feel like we got some mediocre ones. But it's hard to. It's like a lot of co-ops. The cascading effect is
Yeah.
going to just
Yeah.
get you. In fact, I mean,
I have one.
I was going to say we definitely need a seal on this thing because.
That would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you tracking what would happen if a different color activated? or
No, I'm tracking.
Oh, what your
If I
card
had
would've done.
gotten my turn.
What would have happened? Anything?
No, just
terrible?
more death.
Oh, okay.
What do you think, Nick?
It's really good. The not being able to discuss
Yeah.
and
Yes.
really flesh it out keeps the random and the not knowing really what's going to happen in the game, which is good because the bigger version, of course, has that because you're drawing from so many different piles
kind of.
and decks, and this way there's less to draw from, but you're not in total control of what
you're
your
not at all in
cards are
total
going to do
control.
Yeah.
based on what other people do. So I like that mechanic. I don't know if I've seen that before
No. So
in this way, where you can't
it's a little
discuss.
bit like the mind
you
where you
can't
play the numbers
choose.
in the sequence.
You know, if we could discuss, I could choose a better number. You know, that
Right.
sort of thing.
I do like that.
So-
Like and that the fourth person
I
has
think
the
that
most
the one thing
information.
that
Yeah.
makes that really interesting is the eyes.
Yeah.
It really makes it because you have repercussions based on that stuff, which is fantastic. You know what I mean? I couldn't do what I wanted to do, and I that we would have lost either way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I
Yeah.
had taken the 2, Lily would have died, and
Yeah.
that would have been the end. So it would.
Yeah.
Well, no, not necessarily, because if you had,
she could have moved out of the way and not taken the hit,
oh right,
right? That would have. Then she would have been okay.
yeah.
What did you think, Deborah?
I mean, it's good. It's so interesting. Like, I was kept thinking about we didn't even get to the point of thinking about the
We didn't
clue
really.
aspect of it.
I think we should look at it at the end and see,
Yeah,
see if we
because
would have
I-
made it by
I
luck.
didn't concern myself
I
with
didn't
those
yet
symbols
either.
at all.
Yeah.
It really
yet.
wasn't time
So
for
we
it.
Yeah.
missed sort of a third of the game by losing.
Absolutely.
So I don't know if that's a good thing for the game or a bad thing for the game, or you just have to keep playing until you can get to all aspects of it.
Well, I had no diamonds in my hand, so that's pretty cool.
I do, so I know I have a wasted card.
I had 2 diamonds, so I would have 2 that I'd have.
That's
but
bad though.
But we were
8
only halfway through, so I
Yeah,
could.
Right, you're
Yeah.
right.
I could
You'd have
just,
time to
I
use
could
them.
use them. In a way,
Yes.
they're like free cards.
Yes.
Right.
And one was a 0 eye and one was a single eye. So.
I think that this priority mechanism, as well as not knowing what card you're going to get for
Yeah.
the turn,
Absolutely.
sort of replaces the
Well,
dice
plus
rolls.
the dread
Yeah.
of
It replaces the
both
randomness.
halves,
Yeah.
right? You're
Right,
like,
right.
Oh yeah,
I really don't want that second half.
Then I
on
had
there.
I had a 24 double eye, and I'm going, when would you
I know,
ever?
but that was when I said, that was like one of the times I dumped one of those high cards, like, okay,
Yeah.
this doesn't matter now, right? You just have to find
Yeah.
that time
Yeah.
where it's okay
That
to
time
jump
where it's
ahead.
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I kept thinking, I
Or-
was like, please tell me one of those is a moon. I'll
Or
just keep it till the end.
Like, think about it. We never actually got this deep into it, but
Yeah.
remember 3 and 4 is the one that damages locations based on numbers. So if we
That's
all
true.
played 20
High numbers,
something,
yeah.
then 4 would do absolutely nothing.
Would
If
do
you
no
played that
extras.
and I played this,
Right.
and she played 1 with 1 and he played 1 with 1, then
Right.
nothing would be damaged because
Right.
we would have all played cards that didn't correspond to locations.
Right.
I think you could manage
You could
that a
probably,
little
yeah, you
tighter.
could figure that out.
On
Yeah.
Okay.
multiple
Yeah.
plays, you could kind of figure out how to mitigate the damage. Yeah.
And of course, that was just this ancient one that
Yeah,
we
yeah,
had. The
yeah.
other ones are different.
Right.
So I like that those random elements sort of replace the dice rolls. I think, like, you know what your cards are going to do, but you don't know what cards.
I
you're gonna
actually
have.
really, I think that I don't miss the dice at all. And I also like that we didn't really know these the first
No,
round or so.
not at all.
I almost feel we shouldn't look at any of those till it actually happens.
Find
but,
out.
These
but I mean,
abilities
I
here?
guess you do need to know
You do
sort
need
of
to
what
know, yeah.
your decision factor is.
Yeah, we went in pretty
Die.
blind.
Yeah.
They'd have you cover this up if
no,
they
no,
didn't
no,
want
yeah.
you to.
Yeah.
You should
Sure.
know what your
Yeah.
Strategize.
But it was more realistic our way.
Yeah.
Oh no, he can do earthquakes.
Yeah.
Let's look at these and just see how terrible our cards would have been. So we would have needed hourglass and
hey.
clovers.
To do what exactly?
to win,
To
to
win.
close,
I
stop
have
the ritual
I
at the
have
end of the
two
game.
clovers.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have nothing.
I've got
Wow.
hourglass and hourglass.
I have 3 hourglasses.
Okay, so we could have had 6 of the 8 we
And
needed in
a
hand.
clover.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
there you
not
go.
bad.
But we had another
Yeah, we had
whole
other
round
some-
to
yeah,
go
stuff
too.
to
Right, and we
Start
hadn't
collecting.
tuned our hands at all.
We hadn't at all.
If we had found out that, even
Yeah.
if we knew, say, 3 of the symbols,
Right.
it's going to be 2 of those 3, we would
Right.
have been able to prepare for that. But unfortunately, we
What
did
were the
not
other
keep.
areas then? Okay.
So once we got most of those uncovered, we'd be more prepared for the end of the game. But yeah, I like all cascading disaster co-ops, the board just got way ahead of us and we
Oh
couldn't
my
stop
God.
it.
Yeah.
So we were just getting to the halfway point.
Yes. But our board is so full, I don't know if it would have been possible for us
Ever
to
to
make
catch
it.
up.
Right.
We really, not that we did anything really wrong.
Well, I mean, here's the downer. We need to look at the other characters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe there's
Yeah.
some healing
No.
there because we
Yeah.
have healing is tremendously
And repairing.
yeah.
Well,
I
and
think-
also,
Well, and I had a little bit of that. You know, there was another one. So I had that one that let me repair that location 2 times. Then I had one that was just that. You know, basically move up to 2 times, then repair your location 2 times.
Right.
So it was, you know, hey, rookie mistake, damage your location and each adjacent location 1 time. Ooh.
Question for
So-
everybody.
Yeah.
Now knowing what you know, would you recommend that people actually do start on the easy difficulty
Sure.
instead of
Sure.
normal?
Sure.
Yeah, me too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to say my character did have 2 cards
Healing?
that
okay.
do the healing. It's 1 health. An investigator at your location
Ugh.
recovers 1 health.
Ah.
But if that was the card we were discussing me moving there, that would have been
But I
if
had
that was the card I
0
was playing.
health.
But
I had repair. I guess that's kind of thematically related to being a policeman.
see, and I'm
The,
just
the
a
gangster guy has no
caring-
heal or repair.
Yeah. Rita moves fast
Yes.
Because she's a sporty
because
one.
she's sporty. She attacks, and then she can leave seals.
I think everybody has a couple seal.
Oh, but she can
abilities.
also she can treat red paths as walkways, so she
Oh,
can.
cool.
Oh, wow. Because she's sporty.
She can sporty. She can
nice.
go over the
Zoom
lake,
over here.
stuff like that.
Wow. Wow, that's actually pretty.
I
Because
just- there
this was
are-
a pain in the butt.
Yeah, that ended up
Yes,
being
that
troublesome.
Yeah.
doesn't connect.
I
yes,
kept
I
wanting
agree.
to walk over
3
that.
times I said,
Yeah.
I'm just going to go
In
here.
the same turn.
I know.
I know.
Yeah.
I do think there are better items too, and we sort of got a couple that were a little weak. I would play this again. I like
Absolutely.
it. Now that we know sort of how it goes,
Yeah.
we could do better.
We
Yeah.
could do better.
Thanks for teaching us, Erin.
Thank you guys for playing, and thank you guys for watching. And if you like this video, please subscribe down below and hit the little notification bell so you see all the notifications of all our new videos.